I am back again with another story concerning ICE and how they treat American citizens, which is deplorable and disgusting, okay? Federal ICE agents in Minneapolis fatally shot Alex Pretti. He's a 37-year-old ICU nurse. And of course, they're trying to already spin a narrative. They are trying to say that he approached them brandishing a weapon. And like the pictures that I have seen, you see him having a confrontation. But I do not think a weapon was seen until they were tussling with this man on the ground. And when you have nervous cops, scary cops, they're quick to pull a gun. They're quick to pull the trigger. So I feel like in the moments that they were wrestling with him on the ground, his weapon showed and they shot this man. I do not believe at all that he was brandishing a weapon and threatening them. Alex Pretti was a U.S. citizen, a registered nurse at Minneapolis Veterans Affairs healthcare system. He also had a license to carry like many other Americans. And yes, I am very sure that he did have his gun on him. But I do not believe at all that he was approaching them brandishing a weapon and making threats. No. We're going to take a look at some footage. Everything is alleged, fair use, and trigger warning. If you're easily triggered, please click off now. Of course, this triggered me. That's why I'm kind of in a rant. So yeah, you'll probably be triggered too. We're going to look at footage, kind of breaking down what people are seeing from a cell phone, and then we're going to look at a news report.
The video. We have been also requesting Republican response, and we do have a statement from Tom Emmer, which we will get to you shortly. But let's talk about this video that you've been watching. You've been going over it.
Yes.
What can you tell us?
Well, we're gonna see it together. Okay, so this is the video that has been going around social media. It appears to be the correct location at the correct time posted today. We verified that much. We want to show you, and there's other videos that show the same person at the same time. So that's why we feel like this is authenticated and we're able to air it right now. We're going to pause it right before the shot of this man going limp, but we're going to watch it several times here and show you exactly what we're seeing on this video. This video starts with federal agents trying to detain a man who's in like a khaki colored sort of jacket and pants. The man can be seen when we re-rack this, you'll see it. The man can be seen on his knees on the ground with two agents on top of him trying to detain him. It's unclear if these agents know this man is armed. It's unclear if the man threatened them in any way. We don't know any of that. What I can tell you is that these agents are aggressively on top of this man, and a third, what appears to be an agent, with a tan-colored coat and jeans, and we're going to keep watching this, walks over to the scene. Watch this guy with the coat on here. He has nothing, it doesn't appear he has anything in his hand until he reaches down and tries to help detain this guy. There are clear, more zoomed in videos where I can tell you that right here, that person walks away with a gun in his right hand, which would be on the left side of the screen. That person in that tan jacket spins away with a gun in his right hand with closer imaging that you can see. Is it the man on the ground's gun? Unclear. We don't know whose it is. But it is at that point when it freezes is when we hear the gunshot. Okay? And we don't know where, right here. We know there's a gun in the hand of that man right there. Again, is it the person on the ground's gun? Unclear. Is it an agent's gun? Unclear. But this moment right here is when a shot is fired. The person shooting the video then swears and says, oh my, they just shot him. And then you hear a series of more gunshots. There's about, call it 3 seconds in between the first shot and what appears to be a rally of other shots. I can't read anything else into this right now without other angles, without law enforcement experts, use of force experts to weigh in, because we can't make judgment. But that is precisely what this shows. People online are wondering, if the man was disarmed before he was shot to death. I can't answer that question. This video doesn't answer that question, but that is the big question that people are asking online, and that has gotten people so upset.
And one thing I'm wondering as I look at that as well is this is an area with so many businesses. I'm wondering if any of their security cameras caught this from other angles that authorities will eventually be able to determine.
Absolutely, they all have.
There's also what appears to be a woman in the red jacket. You see that right there, about 6 feet from this happening?
She looks like she's got really close shooting video.
Incredibly important video. There's another video that's going around of the man who's on the ground who was shot. Call it a minute or so before this went down. And that video shows somebody driving past the area, and the guy who's on the ground is actually just like a precursor to this, standing up, talking, dialoguing with an agent. And it doesn't look that tense, and there's no pushing.
Have we confirmed that yet? Can we show that yet?
No, we have not gotten that confirmed yet, but it's going around. It appears to be the same person. So.
Breaking news as we come on the air this afternoon. Several protests here in LA and across the country this afternoon after a man was shot and killed by federal immigration agents on the streets in Minneapolis this morning. It is the second shooting of an American citizen by federal officers in that city in just 3 weeks. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Liz Nagy.
And I'm Jory Rand. This is a special edition of Eyewitness News at 4:30. Air 7 showing us a live picture of a protest just getting underway in Olvera Street in downtown Los Angeles. It looks like there are some speakers, some tables set up. We see a couple news cameras. This is being covered. The eyes of the nation are on what is happening here in Los Angeles as well as Minnesota. The growing unrest continues this weekend in response to this latest shooting in Minneapolis. A 37-year-old has died this time, a man identified by his parents as Alex Pretti, an ICU nurse.
We want to warn you, the video you are about to see, that we are about to show you, is disturbing. Take a look. Now, that is just one video of that situation in Minneapolis. The man identified as Pretti died at the scene. Before that ambulance could ever make it to the hospital.
You saw the video there. Federal authorities in Minnesota are saying that Pretti was armed at the time. Typically, in a case like this, we would not hear any conclusions from the federal government, any investigative body. That is not the case in what Trump is doing right now. Stephen Miller, who is an advisor to the president, called this person a would-be assassin who tried to murder federal law enforcement. Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil joins us now with more fallout and what federal agents and Minnesota police are saying tonight. Madison.
Jory, Liz, another very disturbing scene out of Minneapolis. This is the second time, as you said, in just 3 weeks that federal agents have shot and killed a U.S. citizen. An urgent investigation underway tonight after Homeland Security claims that 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Pretti was carrying a gun. He was shot and killed today in a confrontation with federal agents. We're hearing different accounts tonight. This is what we know so far. Homeland Security says Pretti approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a handgun, and they say he violently resisted when they tried to disarm him. The Minneapolis police chief says the victim had no criminal record, was a lawful gun owner, and an American citizen. Video of that fatal shooting by a federal Border Patrol officer is currently under review. We're told officers were preparing to confront another man who they say is in the U.S. illegally. That's according to Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino.
During this operation, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, a Border Patrol agent fired defensive shots.
However, city officials are questioning that account and whether Pretti brandished a weapon at all. The Minneapolis police chief says Alex Pretti the man killed was a legal gun owner with a permit to carry and again an American citizen with no criminal record. Minneapolis police not yet releasing the details on what happened leading up to the shooting.
We urge everyone to remain peaceful. We recognize that there is a lot of anger and a lot of questions around what has happened, but we need people to remain peaceful.
So far, President Trump has defended the shooting. Tonight, we're seeing protests in Minneapolis, and as you just saw back here in Los Angeles, demonstrations as well as a vigil planned for tonight. We'll keep you updated on what we see throughout the evening. But for now, live in the newsroom, Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
ICE is nothing more than a bunch of scary, trigger-happy idiots with weapons, with too much power but not enough control. This country is a mess. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, hitting that notification bell, setting it to all so you'll be notified anytime I go live, upload, or premiere. Please be kind to one another. Unapologetically Mika, out.